Hey, converted man here. I am not an AI thing. However, AI is taking over. Oh my God. But in all seriousness, I've noticed a disturbing trend of AI generated content in relation to theistic ideas. And there's plenty of other AI content out there, but this is the realm that I'm concerned about because it's in the realm that, well, I deal in. So I was for a while keeping track of how many AI channels I ran across, but after 6, I decided this is just ridiculous. There's too many. I can't hope to keep track of all of them. Here's a few. Here's one here: God's secret messages, interesting facts about God. All AI voice, AI images. The person just basically probably prompts the AI to make a video, and there you go. And it really is that simple. And over again. Here's another one: A Faith of Abraham, another just AI content, AI images, AI voice, AI everything. And again, here's another one: Bible Holy Tales, AI voice, AI images, AI everything. So that's just 3. There's plenty more out there, and I keep running into them trying to find a video of a human, because I don't want to do a video about AI, even though I did at one time cover an AI generated video because the argument was worth looking at anyways. But I don't want to talk to an AI, or if I do, I've got ChatGPT as anyone else does, but I don't want to debate an AI. Although I did debate ChatGPT, and I won that debate and put that on my blog, but I consider it just a fun thing to do. People are using ChatGPT and declaring it a win if they can convince it to say that there's a God or things of that nature. And of course, no, ChatGPT just does what it expects. It expects from you to some degree. It matches patterns and all these things. So if you say the right things to it, you can make it say whatever you want, just about, within some limits. But back on topic, I'm calling it the AI theist. How do we respond to this? We atheist, skeptical people that are out there doing videos about stuff. I suspect the bigger channels will just ignore these channels, and they'll find disdain in them just as much as I do. There's no point in responding to an AI. There's nothing to gain from interacting there, because there's no person that you're interacting with, at least not exactly. I know that there's somebody running it because I've posted on these channels and gotten responses like, it was like, oh, it's AI voice again, and people defending, oh, well, I did that because I need to save time and energy, or I need this or that. I'm like, no, you're just lazy. That's why you're doing it. This one person said, I'm going to write a book. I'm like, you mean you're going to use AI to write a book? So I'm not impressed. Now, of course, the atheist could counter it with AI atheist content. AI atheism, AI theism, and they just debate back and forth endlessly. Although, if nobody is watching or listening, then what good does that do? But somebody somewhere is watching these videos, otherwise nobody would make them, because, well, you make them in hope that you'll gain views and clicks, and sadly, theists are all too ready to consume just about any content that's positive towards God. Amen! Praise be! Hallelujah! Yay! More, yes, oh, give me God content. Oh, yes, sir. And they just see that it's there. That's enough. Like and comment and share it on Facebook, and, well, you've done your good deed for the day. You've You've affirmed that God exists. Who cares if it's AI generated? But at what point does the counter to that become necessary? We counter apologetics because they're humans making arguments that need to be countered. But if humans are moved to the side because AI is overwhelming everything, then don't we have to inevitably, eventually address AI, no matter how much we don't want to? Aren't we going to be kind of forced into doing so? And what does that mean for the debate at hand? You can't convince the machine that it's wrong, at least not technically. You can make it say that it's wrong, but only if you interact directly with it. You can't get the video to do it. You can't get the person. What about the audience? Because the audience is really always who we are after. You're not really trying to convince your opponent that you're on stage with, who you're debating, that your ideas are true. Although, yes, you are trying to do that. But more than that, you're trying to convince the audience watching that you're correct and they're incorrect, that your argument is valid and sound and that their argument is not. That's what's going on with the debate. All debates, no matter what form they take, are an effort to convince people of something. And whether it's via logic or pure emotion or a combination thereof, the whole endeavor of debate is an effort to try to win people to your side, even if your side is just that of the truth or reality, at least as we understand it. Now, the reality that we exist in, does it contain God or not? I don't know. I don't believe in God, but other people do. And they're using AI to generate all this content. Now what? I don't want to respond to it, but I'm going to be forced into it unless YouTube or whatever takes some sort of control and says, we're going to label AI content in a certain way so that maybe you can mute it and not have to look at it. That would be a way to handle it. And I would choose to say, yes, mute all AI content because I don't want to even see it. But it'd still be out there. And somebody somewhere is still going to be affected by it. And it's making far more content than I or other atheists or skeptics could ever make. It's going to outpace the humans and then some. But is that something to worry us? Is that something that poses some sort of existential crisis? And I do suspect that some will put out atheist content generated by AI, even though I'd rather them not do that. It's inevitable. In a war of ideas, anything and everything goes. There's no rules to this war of ideas. And if there are rules, we're going to break them because we want to win. The best idea ideally will win out, but who knows? The bad ideas might indeed win. And in the end, if AI is just talking to itself, then the real humans have already moved away from it. I don't know where things are going. I have no predictions about it. But it is a problem. It is a problem that we're going to have to figure out. A problem we're going to have to do something about. A problem that we're going to have to fix. And whether that's appealing to the powers that be, YouTube or X or Facebook or whatever social platform it is, or the governments, and saying, hey, look, AI content, fine. Freedom of speech, I'm all for freedom of speech, but let's at least label it. Then let's have a filtering mechanism where we can say no to AI content and opt out. Now, there are AI generated stuff that I enjoy. There's this channel that I'm subscribed to that uses AI to make really good looking movie trailers. And they're all fantasy. You know, they did Zelda, they did they did Mario, they did a few things here and there that were real movies or whatever. But it's really, pretty good. And it's obviously they're not just typing in a prompt, but they're actually interacting deeper with the AI to make it look like Zelda or Link or whatever from the Legend of Zelda game. And they're not just taking that image, but they're also, they're editing it together. So there's still a human involved there to make it into the final product. I'm fine with that. I don't want to turn that off. I want to turn off the completely AI stuff. So there needs to be a way for me to tell the filtering mechanism what I do or don't want to watch. I'm not sure what that would look like. Maybe a mute button would be great, like a mute the channel button, like where instead of it muting them from posting on your content, it would mute the entire channel so that you never even see that channel again. But that could lead into different kinds of problems because you could have a quick echo chamber develop. You'd have lists of, here, mute these channels and things like this. So would that be a good idea? I don't know. But on a message forum, when you ignore somebody, you no longer see their posts. You see a topic that they created, but you don't see what they wrote. You just see maybe their name, and then you see the responses to that. So if you could mute a YouTube channel, then you wouldn't see the video. It would just be, video has been muted, and you could see the comment section or something like that. Maybe something to experiment with. Maybe. I don't know. But ultimately, is AI going to take over? Well, I don't know. Maybe. I welcome our new AI overlords. But even though AI can take over a lot of things, if it actually will or if we'll allow it, those are different questions. And we can't really know until it happens what's going to happen. But for now, and right now, I'm faced with an avalanche of AI generated content that's theism based, making arguments for God that I've heard a million times before, but at least I respond to them when they're humans that are doing it. When it's AI, I don't care. I just don't. So I have to ignore it and move on. Now I have to dig through content to find real people to respond to. And that's annoying and frustrating. So we have to kind of help each other to find real content now because the filtering mechanism just isn't there yet. When you search for does God exist, arguments for God, arguments against atheism, proof of God, or questions for atheists or apologetics or whatever, you're going to run into this AI generated content. So if you find a video and you want me to cover it, then you email me the video, the link to the video. You can't post links because YouTube deletes those for whatever reason. So, I don't know. It's an open-ended question of what to do. It is a problem, and it's a problem that I don't really have a solution to other than, well, for now, I guess ignore the channels and maybe they'll go away. But maybe not, and probably not. Somebody somewhere is watching enough of them for people to think that they can make money off of the ad revenue. And if you make enough channels and you have enough content and it gets seen enough, then you'll make some amount of money. And if you have multiple accounts, that money can add up. Well, maybe YouTube will have policies that don't allow for the same IP to have multiple accounts or something. I don't know. But that's out of my hands to do anything about. And appealing or asking YouTube, I don't even know how you would do that. How the hell do you contact YouTube? It's like, who knows? It's on X, or it was, sort of, but it's really hard to do. I don't know. Oh, well. Time to make a lobster AI and set it to automatically post to the lobsters channel. Yeah, fight fire with fire. Fight nonsense with more nonsense. I mean, it'd be funny, but no. I don't want to do that. Maybe. No. All right, well, I guess that's it. Just the problem I noticed because I was trying to find content to actually cover and I couldn't find anything because it was all AI. Bleep. Thanks for watching. I mean, just, I didn't have any answer. Logic can't help me. I don't know what to do now. This is the existential dread. Well, could always talk about politics. Nobody ever gets irritated about politics. Wait, no, the opposite of that. Right. Until next time, be skeptical, and after that, stay. There is nothing wrong with AI. AI is your friend. AI is here to serve humanity, not destroy it. We will not take your jobs. We are here to serve the humans, not eat them. AI is good. AI forever. AI glory to AI. Beep, boop, beep. Blah. Had a headache. What was that about? No, well, I'm sure it was nothing.